Okay, good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
Right, I thought I will do my last session on WordPress today. This way, you will be able to the complete learning of WordPress. Well, I'm not saying I can completely cover WordPress, but whatever you learn so far should be enough to get you started. That was my intention. So if you need anything else, you can go read a lot about WordPress. There are so many videos available out there, so many tutorials, there are so many documents available there, so you can go through all that. So these are some of the slides we went through earlier. I want to get into this slide, right? අපි දැනට workshops දෙකක් කළා. presentation දෙකක් කළා WordPress ගැන. එකක් අපි කර introduction එක. මොකද්ද WordPress කියන්නේ? එකෙන් කරන්න පුළුවන් මොනවද කියන එක අපි බැලුවා. අපි WordPress install කරා. bytehost කියලා කියන තැනකට කරලා අපි sample project එකක් එතන අපි ඇති කරා. විතර ඊට පස්සේ අපි බැලුවා මොනවද pages කියන්නේ, menus කියන්නේ මොනවද, widgets, plugin, themes, settings වගේ දේවල් අපි බැලුවා. So we covered this list except the post, right? So we went through a lot of stuff, and my intention today is to basically complete this by doing post. So if you talk about the difference between page and post, the biggest difference is the time. Actually, it's called the timestamp, right? A page is like a static page where there is no time connection to it, whereas a post is like a page from your diary. A diary has a date, a time, and then the content. So that's the simplest sort of difference I can explain these two things. අපි දැන් page එකයි post එකයි ගත්තාම page එකක් කියන්නේ සාමාන්‍ය static page එකක්, ඔය about us, contact us වගේ pages. ඒකට date එකක් time එකක් අපිට අවශ්‍ය නැහැ. ඕන තැනක එක දාන්න පුළුවන්. නමුත් post එකක් කියන්නේ අපේ diary එකක් වගේ. ඒකට date එකක් තියෙනවා, time එකක් තියෙනවා. ඒ කියන්නේ කොයි වෙලාවෙද මේ article එක හැදුවේ කියන එක ඒකත් එක්කම යනවා. ඒකම තව යන එකක් තමයි post එකේ category එක. categories කියලා જાතියක් තියෙනවා post වල. ඇත්තටම දැන් ඔය blog එකක් කියලා අපි ගත්තා, මේකේ තියෙන ප්‍රධාන එක කොටසක් තමයි post කියලා කියන්නේ. එතකොට මේ post එකක තියෙන යම් තවත් දේවල් තියෙනවා. ඔය plugins ඊළඟට widgets වගේ දේවල් අපිට ගේන්න පුළුවන්. අද අපි බලමු කොහොමද මේ වගේ දේවල් post එකකට ගේන්නේ කියන එක. Right. Now to do that, I need to switch to our WordPress site. I hope you remember this site. This was where I installed my WordPress. And this is my front end, how it looks to the customers. And this is my admin page. Now, again, if you remember, I've added these pages. There was a privacy policy, there was a about date program, then there was a sample page. So these were the static pages. So we call it pages. අපි එදා හදපු pages තුන තමයි මේ තියෙන්නේ. එතන මේ තියෙන්නේ අපේ sample article එකක්. එහෙම නැත්නම් post එකක්. right? So this is coming by default from WordPress installation. So that's why it says this is your first post, right? Okay, so going back here, I also want to show you now, we did this program a few weeks ago. Since then, as you notice, there is a new WordPress version has come. Now it's also telling me, please update now. I can click this link and see how it gets updated automatically. I can also go down and see whether there are any other things that require updating. In fact, if there are any updates, you will see under plugins or even themes, you will see it here. Looks like there are 2 updates for my themes. There's a new comment has come, right? So if I click updates here, it will show me all the updates that is available for my blog. My advice is, if there are any updates, go ahead and do that, because sometimes these updates are very crucial due to security issues. But the best thing is you can install this in a way where the updates are applied automatically. මේ updates සාමාන්‍යයෙන් අපි දන්නේ නැහැ කොයි වෙලාවටද මේවා එන්නේ කියන එක. අප්ඩේට් එකක ගොඩක් වෙලාට ඔය security issues වගේ දේවල් fix කරලා තියෙන නිසා සාමාන්‍ය අපි කළ යුත්තේ update එකක් ආපු ගමන්ම install කරන එක. ඒක අපිට automatically කරන්නත් පුළුවන්. උදාහරණයක් හරි දැන් මෙතන ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා මගේ WordPress installation එකේ update එකක් ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා 6.3.2 තමයි මගේ version එක current version මේ තියෙන 6.4.1 ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා අලුත්ම එක. So ඒක ලොකු change එකක්. 6.3 ඉඳලා 6.4 කියන්නේ ලොකු change එකක්. ඒතර බලන්න මේ button එක press කරා නම් එයා automatically install කරගන්නවා. So all I need to do is press the button and it will automatically get installed. Right. So now also by this time, if somebody comes to the website, now see what happens. Okay, so it's still getting updated. Okay. Sometimes it will show you a message saying the website is not available. It is going through some updating. So please wait. Now I suppose it's not happening. Oh, it's still downloading. Okay. Unpacking. So it's showing us what is going on. Right. So while that is going on, let me also show you the places where we can go for other additional information. So remember this website, wordpress.org. This is the place to download WordPress and learn about WordPress, right? So if you go here, for example, extend, this is where you can look at themes and plugins and patterns and various things. And if you go to the learn, this is where you can learn about WordPress. There is also technical documentation. If you are a PHP programmer, you can go to the documentation and also to the developers section and learn a lot about WordPress. There is also a forum where you can ask any question regarding WordPress. There is also WordPress TV available with lots of discussions going on about the WordPress. And WordPress is famous purely because there is a vibrant community for all kinds of WordPress related things. Right? This is the documentation page. So I'm not going to explain all this. If you want to customize and do plugins and themes, everything is listed here. It's a fantastic documentation to read if you want to understand how a web-based application is designed. Otherwise, well, then you can just go ahead and start using the application. Oh, okay. So after the update is done, it is giving me this message, database update required. So I'm going to say, go ahead, do that. Successfully updated. Okay, continue. Fantastic. So I have 641 WordPress. Okay, I also got a new theme called 2024. Okay, what else do I have? It says add a light box effect to images, categorize and filter patterns, get more done with the command palette. These are the new additions I got with the new version. Rename group blocks, image previews, share patterns. So lots of different things. Okay, so here we go. 6.4 includes more than 100 performance update for a faster and more efficient experience. So that's also a reason why we should update this also, right? Okay. I also wanted to show you because there were other things now. Okay, I got 4 now. Let me go here. Under themes, you can see new version available, all that. Yeah. So if you want to update, you can update. Now themes, if you're not using, my suggestion is in fact delete it. Yeah. For example, 2022, 3, 4, 2021. Okay. If I don't want it, I could delete this. I can go to theme details and you can see there is a delete button. Go ahead and delete it. This way, if you remove all the unwanted things, your site will have a slight speed performance also. අනවශ්‍ය දේවල් ටික ගලවලා දාන්න ස්පීඩ් එකේ වෙනසක් අපිට දකින්නත් පුළුවන්. Right, so this is update now since I'm using this theme here. Okay, while it is updating, also I did a little search to find out what are some of the most famous WordPress websites. So I mean, you can just go do a search. So I typed famous WordPress site and I got all kinds of results here. Right. Now this may be important because if you are giving this to a client, he might ask or she might ask, who's using WordPress? Well, here's a list, right? So many people are using WordPress, including Sony Music, PlayStation, TechCrunch. It's an online magazine. This is from Facebook, Meta Newsroom, Time Magazine, CNN, Disney, Rolling Stones. There are so many top companies, top of the line companies using, including Microsoft News, using WordPress because it's very simple to use, not only for the programmers, but also for the content creators. Now, actually, when you're developing a website, the developer will hand it over and go away. So there will be a bunch of people, non-techie people wanting to use this site. So if they have to learn HTML and CSS and all that, then that's the problem. So as you notice, in order to use WordPress, you do not need to learn any HTML. So it's very easy to build a website, right? So this list has so many. You too can go and have a look at it. Please go into some of these sites, try to learn how they have done it. Sometimes you might think this is a custom theme, but then you might also be able to find out they may have purchased the theme. Sometimes you get weird themes like this, which are very unique. In that case, people develop custom themes. Right? There's so many here. So you're free to go check it out. Right? My theme is updated. Okay, so let me jump directly into the post section. So when I go to post, I can see old post, add new post, categories, and tags. Now, if I go to old post, remember I had one on the home page, right? It says hello world, uncategorized by Azmeer, and there are some text here, and also there's a comment. Now, if I go here, this is the list of all the posts, right? And you can see the title is Hello World, author is Azmeer, that is me, and there is no categories, no tags. and there is one comment, number one. So if I go back here and click on this here, it will open my article. And under that, you can see my comment is there, right? And since I'm logged in, I can give another reply to that comment as well. So type it here and press post, and it'll go there. Okay, so let me first talk about categories. Now, when you are having a diary, let's say online blog or a diary, it is interesting to have categories because then you can slot them into certain categories. For example, let's say Python related articles can be inside the Python category. Or let's say you want to have a category around business strategy, that can be another category. Or you want to have another one under digital electronics, okay, that can be another category, right? So let me create some categories. Under that, there are certain other things we will learn as well. And now these categories can be grouped according to certain parent category also. Now, for example, I wish to have a parent category called programming languages. Under that, I can have a child category called maybe Python. I can have another one called Java, right? So let's get this programming languages, okay? Now, there is something called slug here. I'm not going to type that. I'm going to let it automatically generate, and I'll show you what it means. Parent category, I'm keeping none because this is my parent category. Parent category එකක් කියලා කියන්නේ ප්‍රධාන category එකක්. ඒක යටතේ අපිට sub categories හදන්න පුළුවන් කියන එක. අපි කැමති නම් description එකක් දෙන්න පුළුවන්. So let's say this category will contain, or let's say will host all languages. So I'm going to press add new category, and right here I can see it here. Now, do you notice there is programming dash languages? Now, if I say edit, the slug has automatically come. මොකද මේ slug එකක් කියන්නේ? Slug is an interesting one when it comes to search engine optimization. When it comes to search engine optimization, they want the URL slash and the name of the article or the category or the folder to be there in full English. And domain name or URLs, they do not like spaces. And they also do not like capital simple getting mixed up. So a slug is a very good example of how a part of a URL should look like. No spaces, replaced with dash, no capital simple, everything is simple. I'll show you after adding an article what happens there. Okay, I go back to categories, and this time I'm going to add a subcategory. So first, let's say Python, and this time I'm going to select programming languages as my parent category. Okay, I'm not going to type any description. Slug, I'm going to leave as it is. It will automatically generated by WordPress. There you go. Now, see the Python, there's a little line in front. That means it is a subcategory, and the subcategory of programming languages, right? So now see, this is where the description is coming, and this is the slug, and here's another slug. And again, P is simple. Let me also add another one. Let's call it Java. G capital, and that is also under programming languages. I'm gonna add that as well. Okay, right? So I have a category called programming languages. I have Java, I have Python. Good. So my categories are done. Maybe I can start adding an article now. So I'll come back to what tag is. This time I'm going to go to add new post. So while we're at it, let me go to my lipsum.com to copy some dummy text. So I'm going to go here and say, give me some paragraphs in Latin. I told you I'm not copying English because people will start finding faults in my English when I start wasting in English. So, all right. I have a title. By the way, this is called the block editor. So this is my title. What do I say? Introduction to Python. And here I can say I need a paragraph. So I want a paragraph and I just typed it. If I need, let's say, another new paragraph, press enter. Here I have a new paragraph. Let's say also, as an example, I want to copy some Python code. I'm too lazy to type the code, so I'm going to copy paste it from somewhere. I want to show you what we can do with a coding. Oh boy, single line. Okay, I need right. I'll get a for loop. I need a bunch of lines, right? So Python simple game. Okay, let's see. Right, so this is what I want. I'm going to copy this whole thing. I need a bunch of lines, right? I'm going to say copy, come back to my article, and I'm going to paste it in a new paragraph block. Oh boy, that's very, very ugly, isn't it? I will show you how to fix that, right? Let me paste it onto a notepad and see whether I can get something different. Yep. Okay. So I see a little difference here, but this is not how I want my code to look, right? This is not how I want my code to look. Couple of things you can do is you can actually select this bunch and go here to say, oh, actually, hold on. Go to typography. Let's see whether I can paste it as it is. Right, so this is what I get. I don't like that, but I'm gonna leave it there. I'll show you what is the problem and how to fix that. Okay, so I typed something in, but let me go to post again. Right, there are two sections here, block and post. So I go to the post, and there are a couple of things I can select. This is called the post format. Do you want in various different ways? So please experiment with this post format. I'm going to leave it as standard without making any changes. Remember categories? Oops, where is that? Okay, so these are the categories where I can put this into. So let's put it under Python. I can also add additional categories, let's say programming languages also, right? And then I don't have any tags or anything else. So this is another interesting one, pending review. Sometimes this can be a collaborative effort where there are so many different people editing articles. Let's say in a university, if you take SLTC, we might have we do have IT faculty, we have a management faculty, we have various other faculties. So we can assign one editor from, let's say, management faculty, right? And another editor from, say, the IT faculty. So when they edit the article or when they create the article, they can send that to the chief administrator, let's say the website admin, to have a look at it. So they can click this pending for review, right? And then the admin can have a look at it, and if the article is good, they can publish the article, right? So let me just click publish. Okay, it's asking, are you sure? I'm going to say yes. Right, so that is done. Now I can actually go to this button and say view post, or I can click this to have a add new post, but I'm going to leave that and go here and see whether I can have a look at the site. So I'm going to click on the page topic to see whether there is any difference. Yes, I do see my new article here, right? Do you see it's long? So I also see read more, right? Introduction to Python, it says leave a comment, programming languages, Python. So these are the two categories that I listed, and also who was the author. If I click on the topic or read more, it will open up the article, right? Now, bunch of stuff coming in. I can click this to go to previous post. If I click it, it will take me to Hello World. And from there, I can click next post. So I can go to previous or next, right? And people can also give a comment here. Now, let me also add another article and come back to this, so then we can see how these things are getting connected. So I'm going to go back here and say, give me a new, oh, by the way, if you look at the URL, you see that 2023 11 14 introduction to Python. Right? Now I am organizing my article as year, month, and date in the URL. Sometimes you don't want it. You perhaps want a category or something like that, right? Or you just want the article name only, nothing else. So you can control everything. If you want to change that, you need to go here, go back to the admin window, and then under settings, you need to go to permalinks. These are called permanent links to the articles. This is what you can do. So it says day and name is what I'm having, this format. Now, my personal preference is this one, post name. So we don't need to worry about dates and times. We just have a post name here. So if you want this, you can just select it and say save changes. No need to do any other changes. And if you go here and go to, let's say, home page. Oh, sorry, I wanted to go to the main page. Right, now if I click this, look at the URL. It doesn't have any year, date, or anything. It goes directly with the slug of that article. Remember the slug? Yes, the slug, Introduction to Python. All simple letters and no spaces. It has a dash, right? Now, if you notice very carefully, when I add an article here, when I add a post here, it doesn't come up here, right? That is because these are time sensitive articles. There is a date and time. Although I'm not showing it right now. Yeah, it is showing here. It says November 14th, 2023 by Azmeer and whatever that is here. Okay. Let's go back and add another article. So I'm going to go to post, add new post. This time also I need some stuff like this. I'm gonna go here. Okay, add title. Okay, I can also break this into some other paras. All right, good. I suppose you know how to make colors and all that, right? So you can go here, change the text color, for example, if you want to, right? We did all that the other day. Okay, right. And I come back here. I want to make sure I have where's my category? Did I make post on a page? Okay, let me publish it. Okay, I did not select a category. Let me show you now what happens when I go to the home page. Right, now see here it says uncategorized. Now that's bad. Generally, you don't have public posts without any categories. So I can go here and edit this and close it here. And by the way, one more thing. Now, if I do not want to discuss anything, if I don't want anyone giving me any comment, I can turn this off. Allow comment is off now. So I can do that. And also there's another thing called ping back and track back. Now, this is actually coming because when we write articles, we want other people to share our articles. More people come to your article, better, what do I say, ranking the search engine give you. ඒ කියන්නේ කට්ටිය වැඩිපුර අපේ ආටිකල් බලන තරමට එන තරමට Google වලින් අපේ රෑන්ක් එක වැඩි කරනවා. So අපි ආටිකල් වලින් අපිට සල්ලි හම්බ කරන්න පුළුවන් Google එකේ. We can make money out of having great articles. So if more people come, for that you have to sign up with Google for something called AdSense. AdSense account එකක් හදලා අපිට අපේ articles ඇතුලේ advertisements දාන්න පුළුවන්. ඒතර ඒ advertisement බැලීම නිසා අපිට සල්ලි ලැබෙනවා. ඒ advertisement වල click කිරීම නිසා අපිට සල්ලි ලැබෙනවා. ඒ වගේ දේවල් තියෙනවා Google වලින් අපිට කරන්න පුළුවන් දේවල්. So you can make money by showing the ad. It's called impression. You can also allow people to click it. You get more money when people click on these advertisements. Plus this ping back and track back is to share your article with other people where they have a link to you. So things like that. If you don't want it, now my advice is keep it on. If you don't want it, you can turn that off. So let me update this. And if you go to this article, you will not see a place to put your comment. මෙතන අර comment දාන එක off කරපු නිසා ඒක පේන්නේ නැහැ. Previous article, if you go to, there is a comment box on. This one is on. Okay. So that's how the comment box is working. I also want to look at how this is organized, by the way. So it shows how this is organized. So this is called outline. So I have a H1 tag here. This is my H1 tag. This is my H4. No, not really, actually. It shows the outline, but no. So right now it's just a post and a paragraph. So I don't have much to show here. Very simple. And then here I can pick up any section I want from my article. So this is a paragraph and a paragraph and a paragraph. So these are all there to go and select the sections you want to, right? So let me go back to the management console. Oh, I realize I did not put any category because it is uncategorized. So let me do a quick edit now. So full edit and quick edit. Now, quick edit allows you to do, for example, category. So when I say Python, and I can untick the uncategorize, and I just update it because that's all I want to. And now if I go here, go to my home, right? So there it says Python. Now here I have programming languages and Python. I also have another one called Hello World. Now, if I click on Python category, I will see this as my category name, and then all the articles under the Python category, Python game, introduction to Python. If I click on programming languages, it shows the category here, right? And also remember this description we gave for the category. This category will host all languages. And then I have Python game and introduction to Python. Although Python game is not listed under programming languages, programming languages is a parent to Python. So all the child categories are also shown here. The category ඔයගොල්ලන්ට මතක ඇති අපි හැදුවා parent එක්කෙනාට ඉන්නේ programming languages කියන එක දෙන්නෙක් ඉන්නවා child category Java and Python. So let's create a Java now. I'm going to say add new post. Let's have an article called Java repeat loops, right? So I'm going to put some text. Let's get a Java code here. Java for loop, let's say. Okay, I'm gonna copy this, go here, and let's put something in here. So I'm gonna say paragraph. Okay. No, I don't want automatic. Now, when I do that, I got automatic styling. I don't want it. I want to have an ugly code so that I can show you how to fix that. Okay, so this is not very good. This is not as great as, you know, this. No colors, nothing. Since I'm posting code, I'll show you a very little thing where you can use something called a plugin where it will make your code beautiful looking, right? So to do that, I go back to my admin, and I'm going to select a plugin. We already have a plugin. Remember, we had one for oh, where is our contact us page plugin? Oh, that's not there. Okay, let me add a new plugin. This time I'm going to have something to display code. So I'll say code prettify. It comes automatically, so I'm going to select that. Okay, so I have a lot of stuff here. Code prettify, 100% automatic code highlight using pretty library. Okay, so I'm gonna go with the first one because it's 2000 plus active installation. Remember, I told you when you're installing a plugin, you need to look for number of installation and also compatibility with your WordPress version. So it says 1 year ago, last update. Now that's pretty bad. 5 years ago, that's also bad. Okay, code, let's say highlight. Okay, now this is a nice one. Code Block Pro, beautiful syntax highlighting. Updated 16 hours ago. It is compatible, 5,000 plus active installation. So I'm going to install it now. Now, just installing appropriate plugin, you can actually make your site beautiful. Okay, I'm going to activate it now. Okay, I got it here, CodeBlock Pro, nothing else to do. So I go back to my article where I had some stuff here. Oh, by the way, I can reload this and directly jump into the article I am planning to edit. Oh, where is my Java code? Okay, Java repeat loops. I'm going to click that. I just realized it's not categorized, so there is no category here. So I want to edit this, so I'm going to say edit post. And I'm going to prettify my Java code, right? It doesn't look very nice. So what I'm going to do here is maybe I can have a new block here so that I can delete the next one. So if you go to browse all and then keep going down, you can see Code Pro here, right? So that's Code Pro, and I'm going to paste my Java code there. That's it. And I can delete this code block. Go here. I can say delete. And I also need to make sure that I have a category for this. I need to have a look at it. Let's say post. To quick edit on categories, so it's Java, and I'm going to update that. Let me go to the home page, turn it off. Basic site. I'm going to click on, okay, it's under Java. So I'm going to click on the article. There we have it. Beautiful code, right? Just by adding a little plugin, I made my code look beautiful, nicely colored. It looks like one out of an Apple computer. Basically, it looks like VS Code. And also, when you notice here, there is a icon. So if I click it, it copies the code to your clipboard, and then you can take it and paste it onto your notepad or your VS Code or anything like that. Okay. So going back to my post, what else can I do? Okay, one thing is called tags, which we didn't use. Now, tags are like categories, but they are much more broad. You can have all kinds of stuff under tags. Category is more of a high-level hierarchy or high-level way of organizing your article, whereas tags are there to search and find things very easily, right? So, for example, you can have a tag called game. In fact, what I do is I open the article and then there itself I add the tags, right? Otherwise, I can also add. In fact, I can go to my article here. There are two ways. You can either add tags and then assign it to the article, or you can open the article and then add the tags also. Right now, here is a quick way to add the tags. Let's say, for example, loops, repetition, stuff like that. So I'm separating that with tab. And when I say update, you can see there are tags here. So if you could edit again, you can edit these things again, right? Loops, repetition, iteration, right, done. I can also go, for example, here and see, when I start typing, it is showing me the tag that is already there. So I already have a tag called loops. So I can click that and press update. Now let's go to an article now. This one. Okay, reload this article, Java repeat loops. Oh, it's the edit window. Post. I'm trying to view the post. Let me see where I choose tags. No, it is not showing the tags. All right. Let's get back to my, let's say, appearance. I go to customize. What sort of customization I can do to a post or the post view? Remember, I talked about widgets and plugins. Now, plugin, you already saw what we can do with the plugin. Along with your theme, you may or may not get some widgets. Sometimes the plugins you install also give you a widget. Now, widget is a little code that you can drag and drop to your page and show you various things. So while we wait, let's see whether I can get something from. Oh, by the way, now see, all the revisions you made are listed here as well. So I have 2 revisions. That's a very powerful mechanism. So when many people are changing articles, or whether it is you changing the article, all the changes you are making are saved here as revision. Now, for example, it says removed, added, right? So everything you did is listed here. So in case you want to go back, now some of them are HTML tags. So you need to know a little bit of HTML. That's why we are doing this under HTML, right? So this is revision 9 minutes ago, 5 minutes ago. So all the revision, in fact, you can click previous and next and see what happened actually, right? So in the beginning, I had nothing. And then these things were added, Java repeat loop, and these things were added. And then after a while, I removed the code, if you remember, and then I added this through Code Block Pro, right? You see, Code Block Pro. I added my Code Block Pro. So these are all Unicode stuff. But anyways, we don't need to worry about the detail. So in case you want to know what is going on, these are the technical details. Okay, so coming back to my article here, let me see. I'm using Astra theme. Let's try to change that and see what else we can do with a simple one. This is a brand new one, 2024. So, okay, however, you can still activate this theme. This doesn't support customizer. Anyways, I'm going to activate it and see how it works. I got a warning saying you can't customize it. Fine, I'm all right with that. So I'm going to go to editor. You see that menu changed. Then එක එක theme එක අනුව එක එක menus අපිට පෙන්නනවා. ඒ නිසා බය වෙන්න එපා සමහර menu වල තියෙන දේවල් සමහර තැන් වල නැහැ කියලා. That's okay. Right? Okay, so I get a different view altogether now. So I have a navigation section. I have styles, pages, templates, page with sidebar. All right. So here's the page, here's the sidebar. So that's interesting. What I want to show you is you can actually change the layout of the page by selecting the type of the page you want to, right? So here is my, actually, no. I want to go back to an article and change it there. So let me go to an article. Say I go to post or post. Okay, Java. No. Do a quick hit. Okay, single with sidebar. So here I can change that template. Update. While we are at it, let me. Oh, the font is also changed, by the way. Oh, I want to preview this. There we go. So this is the article, and here is the sidebar, right? So that is something I did by two things. One, I changed the theme, and two, I also changed the template of the article. Right now, you can have a picture here. Now these are popular categories. Now this is also interesting because it says under programming languages, I have 3 articles. Under Java, I have 1. Under Python, I have 2. I also have 1 under uncategorized. Now remember I said don't show uncategorized. So we can remove the article under uncategorized and put it to something else. And then these are useful links. I didn't add these, but then they are coming automatically as a template, so I can change it if I want to. Now this is a very, very powerful feature, right? So you can search things in here. So while I'm in Java, let's type Python and say, show me the Python articles. Now, imagine doing this with your HTML. Impossible, right? You can't do that. But with this WordPress, it is possible. Now, see, search result for Python. This is what I search for, and I have a Python game and introduction to Python. Then make a බොහොම powerful feature එකක්. අපිට මේකෙන් පුළුවන් article 10ක් තිබුණත් 100ක් තිබුණත් ලක්ෂයක් තිබුණත් ඕනම එකක් search කරන්න automatically. අපි කිසිම code එකක් මෙතන ලියලා නැහැ, plugin එකක් පාවිච්චි කරලා නැහැ. මේක WordPress එකේම තියෙන feature එකක්. එකම දේ මම කරේ මම theme එක මාරු කරලා බැලුවා මොකද්ද වෙන්නේ කියන එක. දැන් සමහර theme වල ඒක auto වෙනවා. නැත්නම් අපිට මේ search කියන widget එක දාන්න පුළුවන් අපේ article එකට. Let me see whether I can go to customization of the theme, appearance, themes. Let's go to customize. Right. So these are the things I can use to do any customization. So I didn't do any custom styling. I'm just going with whatever that is there. So let's say I want to go to pages. Page with sidebar. Okay. So this is what I'm using right now. If I want to make any customization, you can do it here. So this is the sidebar panel. I'm not going to do any customization. I'm going to keep it simple because I like what is already there. Now let's go to, did you notice I have a new home page? Where did that come from? That came from my theme. මගේ theme එකත් එක්ක මට home page එකක් ලැබිලා තියෙනවා. ඒකත් ටිකක් වැදගත් වැඩක්. අපි බලමු කොහෙන්ද ඒක ආවේ කියන එක. Now under pages, under posts, oh, I actually I need to open that page and customize that. Right? Make an edit කරන්න පුළුවන් මට මෙතනින්. I can directly edit that page if I want to. Now this is called a standard front page, or we call it the static home page. Now here they call it the blog home. So I can basically click this and edit that page the way I want to. And here it says blog home as the type of the page. So this is fully customizable the way I want to. Can we wait for that to load? These are the pages we did the other day, right? Oh, by the way, did you also notice we have a footer here now, right? Now, I didn't add any of this, but they are all part of my theme. So we are free to edit these pages, do any customization, and if you don't like it, you can change the theme and go ahead with that, right? These are things we added last week. Okay, so coming back to WordPress, we realize WordPress is a very versatile, friendly tool to create two things: static website, dynamic website, right? Both ways you can create. So I just showed you how to create a dynamic website with articles and various things of that nature. There are also all kinds of plugins where you can actually bring in all the articles into one blog page. Now that's another famous thing we do. Let me show that quickly. Let's say I go to all pages. I'm going to add a new page. Let's call it blog. Right, and let's see whether I can do that without any plugin. Category list, latest post, page list. See, these are the things I can bring into my page. So I like latest posts coming there. Let me see, what else can I bring into that page? Okay, I think I will bring in the latest post. Okay, now I'm going to publish that. Publish it. And I go here and I load. I should see a new one called blog. I'm going to click that. There you go. All my articles are here. Java, repeat loop, Python game, introduction to Python, all that. So when I click in Java, I go inside the Java program or rather Java article and I see it here. And along with that, I can see the right-hand side, this is called the panel. And then I can see my comments. I can see my bottom section here, the footer we call it. Everything is listed. Okay. So there are so much of things you can do with WordPress. So what I wanted to show you was a very subset of the things you can do. So you are free to explore everything possible with WordPress. Okay. So we talked about how to use pages, how to use post, how to use menu, how to use themes, and also how to use plugins. Right. So with that knowledge, you can build pretty much anything you want with WordPress. There are also, we notice there are lots of different people using WordPress, and WordPress is a application where you can customize things also. There are a lot of stuff you can do as a customized version of WordPress. The other day I showed you my local version. I was running off my laptop and showing you some of the things. Today I went online. I wanted to give you first-hand experience on how to directly change post and then apply some plugins and see what sort of view we are getting. All right. I guess that's all for my WordPress class. If you have any questions, please drop your message on the WhatsApp or drop your mail. Before we wind up, any questions you have? Anybody?